very innovative way to facilitate telcos to acquire new users and actually hang on to the ones they already have. All yours.
Thank you very much. This is Weplan for smartphone users. Churn is a major problem for telcos. Over 700 million people each year change their phone provider globally. In Spain, alone in Spain, this figure goes over 6 million and growing. And how does all these people choose their new phone plan, their new phone provider? Well, they have 3 different ways. They can listen to word of mouth, but this doesn't really apply here because very close people usually have very different needs, so that it doesn't really apply here. The second way is that they can go to a store. There are thousands of them just in Spain, all around Spain, and then they can ask for help to choose a new mobile plan. But there they are not going to be very likely helped because actually these stores are not independent. They just work for one or a few telcos, and actually they are very incentivized to sell them to their customers the most expensive plan with the latest device. And lastly, and this is not what actually people want now here in Spain. According to the CMT, most of people want actually to save on their phone bill when they switch. And lastly, if this guy has a lot of time, he can analyze his historical consumption and try to extract his relevant variables and then try to apply them to all the offer of the market. But this is not going to be accurate but because first he doesn't have the measuring tools, and secondly he has not the complete vision of the complete picture, because in Spain there are not 4 nor 8, there are 29 different providers and growing, because with a total offer of 350 different plans. In this context, we have developed the solution. Weplan is an app that is available for a lot of you in Google Play, that gives its users a personal and independent recommendation and also tells them how much they could save every month. But it's not a one-time app. It also gives its users expense control tools so that they don't surpass their limits. This app is the only app in the market with in-app contractability. Just one click from the mobile and you begin portability. Where are we right now? Our users have given us a very good ranking in Google Play, and we are approaching 100,000 downloads just with word of mouth, without promotional investment, just with a good product. Our key metrics are very, very good. We have over 200,000 visits a month, spending on average more than 2 minutes in the app, and almost 30,000 frequent users. That is, people that at least has visited the app once a week. But these are very good figures, but the really, really killer point here is that we know our user. We know who he is, and we know a lot of relevant data that is actually very, very interesting for companies such as telcos and device manufacturers. Plus, we have a direct channel of communication with them, the app. Our business model is very simple. We get fees from telcos when we provide a service for them. We give them 3 kinds of services. We help them activate new clients, but also we help them to retain current clients, and we provide them with cross-selling tools too. We have 7 integrated carriers so far in the app, and we are in advanced conversations with many more that are very interested in working with us. Our near future goes through an international expansion that is beginning right now. We are launching Weplan in the major European markets before the year ends, and leaping to the US and Japan in the first half of 2014. We have just raised 200,000 euros, and we are looking for 300,000 more for our international expansion. We are a great team. We are very motivated, balanced, and very, very committed team with a clear target. That is to make Weplan become a global reference for smartphone users. Just recent news, we have been winners of the European e-commerce conference launch 2013. Thank you very much.
So hello, great presentation and amazing numbers, by the way. I would like to understand what's the magic you need to do in this business. How can you really recommend the best plans? Is it an algorithm? What do you need to do really well to succeed?
Yes, it is an algorithm. It is not easy. I mean, there has been a lot of work before. Well, it is true that to replicate all the billing systems of all the different operators is not easy at all. This is quite of the magic, but I believe that it's not only that, but also the focus that we have in the user. We have been learning a lot of them for almost a year so far, and we are really keen to fill their needs and to try to help them. Actually, we are implementing much more things in the future, but this is, I mean, such as introducing quality of networks and all that. I mean, there are a lot of things to do here, but this is just so far, you know, the insight that you can tell in 5 minutes.
Hi. Can you tell us how many contracts you generated last month, for instance?
Yeah, I mean, we are already sending over 100 leads every week to our operators. The thing here is that last month, I mean, we have just integrated the last 3 operators, so we are getting traction right now. We are beginning to get traction because 2 months before we just had 2 operators integrated. So, and actually we are trying to viralize this with several promotions and all that. We are actually, if anyone is interested, we are rewarding with a Nexus 5 for the one that recommends the app and actually recommends to good users that actually switch with us. So that's one of the measures that we're taking.
I just want to ask, what's your current challenge?
Our current challenge?
Yes.
I think it's actually the internationalization. Challenge? I mean, you mean of the company? A challenge of the company?
Yeah, of the company.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really, really good to succeed in the European markets as we have done in Spain for the users. I mean, we have succeeded for the users. We have a certain critical mass. We want to increase it, of course, and without spending a lot of money in promotion. That is not easy. So that's I think quite a success, and that's actually what we want to replicate there in Europe. The more money we have, the easier it would be to promote our.
The thing is, I can't see why telecos should keep paying you guys. Maybe they pay you like for once or twice.
Well, actually, we have several kind of fees. Some of them pay an upfront fee, and some of them pay us not an upfront fee, but a percentage of the output of the final customer. So that has a really interesting recurrent ingredient. The thing is that if they are willing to pay intermediates because they already do. I mean, they pay much more to the phone house, Telecor, or even to the stores that are usually they're not theirs, but they are a franchise and all that, and they pay much more to them. So we are actually
an e-store for them.
Sorry?
An e-store for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually cheaper for them. The thing is that we do put all the information for the user, but that has happened in a lot of other markets and a lot of other industries. So I think, yeah, I mean, it can work.
And out of the leads that you send, the hundreds of leads you send every week, do you know what's the result of these leads, whether the customer turns out or there's retention from the company?
The conversion rate of these leads is.
And if the client ends up leaving, or the telco ends up giving a better deal to keep that client,
the conversion lead that actually includes all that. I mean, just we send a lead. almost half of the leads, over 40% of the leads are very good. That's actually very interesting for telcos, because they used to manage leads that are about a 10% conversion rate. That saves money for them too.
So how do you manage the conflict between customer retention for the telco and the actual value to the user?
Yes, that's it.
Sorry.
How do you manage the conflict between a customer retention tool for the telco and the actual real value to the user? So it's not necessarily in their interest to...
user is first for us. So we won't send a retention lead to a telco if user don't allow us to do it. We can ask them, but user is always first.